YouTube. We're back again. I guess technically part 2 of this build. So we have the engine in here. I've just gone and loosened up all the head bolts. So I'm going to take them out one by one. And we're going to see if this is a true 355 or if they lied. So let's see, we got those. Now I do have all the push rods from this side of the engine removed because I don't want to bend them, because I've done that plenty of times trying to be professional. So I'm going to go ahead, take these bottom bolts out on the outside of the head, and then we'll come back and we'll look at these pistons, see if they're stamped over, I think, 30 thousandths. So let's get to it. Alright guys, we have the head off and it is 30 over. They did not lie. I went ahead and cleaned that one up a little bit just to make sure. And that one, 30 over. But does have some buildup on the top of the pistons. But I mean, other than that, sidewall, these two cylinders so far have no scratching on the sidewalls. So far so good. Now the problem I'm running into are those bolts, which have to come off, which I'm going to try to do right now. But next time that we'll come back is with the other side of the head off, and then we're gonna hopefully have this off and try for the oil pan. So I'll get back to you whenever we get that far. Alright guys, alright, camera's not moving. Okay, so unfortunately I could not get those flywheel bolts loose. So anybody have any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. But while we're here, we're going to take the timing cover off. We're going to pull out the cam, which means we have to pull out the lifters. I've already removed 2 because that's when we had our lifter failure, and they're hydraulic flats. So when I say lifter failure, I mean the hydraulic part wasn't working. So oil was either getting in and not pressurizing it, causing the hydraulics, or it was just seeping out, bad spraying, bad seals on the inside of the lifters. So those 2 are already out, but we have to get the rest of them out, which I have a magnetic tool that can just pull them out. So then we'll be able to pull the cam out. We'll be able to see how the cam is, if it has the stuff I need to put a hydraulic roller cam into it. So if it's already prepped to like the top half, then we're good. If not, I don't want to put a flat tappet cam back in it because they'll wear a lot faster. Well, I mean, if they're well maintained, they'll work and they'll last. But since this is going to be like a drag racing setup primarily, I'd rather do a roller because they're more reliable. You don't have to do a break-in cycle with it other than heating it up, and that's it. So I want to see if it has the provisions for the hydraulic roller in front. If so, we're good. If not, I don't know. So let me take the screwdriver, and I'm not going to use this cover again, so we're going to attempt to pop it off. And I do know its oil pan's still hooked up, so we can just loosen those bolts, or I can just suck it up and drain it. So, oh me, oh my. I might keep this setup because it is gear driven. I don't know if you guys can see that in there, but you have a top gear, and you have center gears, and then you have the very bottom gear, which is on the crankshaft. It is a gear-driven. Holy cow. I was thinking about doing this, but I was thinking also we could do a true double roller setup, which we'll still probably have to, because I don't know if this will mock up to a hydraulic roller cam, which is yet again what we're trying to do here. So I'm going to take this off all the way and get back with you guys. Alright, so we're back, and this is what I'm talking about, is a gear-driven timing set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cogs, gears. They're in a system, so there's no chance of it ever skipping timing. It'll either shear off a tooth, which is really hard depending on the material it's made out of, but it's even got this thrust button. So what it does is it'll spring on the inside of here, and it's supposed to keep the cam from moving forward. So it's going to hit the timing cover, which you can see it was doing its job. So they definitely built this, which makes me think when I went to time it, because it was running on 7 cylinders and it didn't sound good, hooked up a spark plug and then retimed it so it would be conservative. So it has me thinking I must have changed the timing on it to where it didn't sound as performance-y as it was. But like I said, this is all hypothetical. We're going to take this out, check the timing, check the camshaft, take the numbers on the back of it, and then I'll get back with you and see exactly what's going on here. Alright guys, so we have everything out, all the lifters out. We obviously have the cam out. We have the gears, which are right here. So I actually decided to leave the cam specs in the next video, so more like a cliffhanger deal for you guys, because I know you're just hanging on the edge of your seats just wanting to know what kind of cam's in this, because of the neat, awesome, amazing setup they have in this car, in this engine. So I'm going to leave that for next time. But without further ado, I think this is going to be the end of part 2 on this build. So I can start ordering parts, start finding machine shops to put new cam bearings in it, clean it up, and try to get that flywheel off, because that is a pain in the booty, if you know what I mean. So make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll probably post a picture of the numbers on Instagram for the cam. But until next time, guys, follow me at FuelUp727 on Instagram so you can see the update. Sorry, I have something in my teeth. But yeah, comment below. I always want to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure to like, subscribe, please comment. You guys have a good one.